yung ating gustong mangyari na makauwi na talaga sa PRRD, hindi po yun ibig sabihin that this is only exclusive and also will resonate to all of the people actually going to the Duterte Street, mga kababayan. Ang ibig po sabihin nito is that as much as we have a lot of our of, a lot of our energy anchored on, ensuring na makauwi po si PRRD, ang nangyayari po, meron din po mga forces, within our environment, or I call it actually the safe haven, and I hope this also resonates to all of our kababayan, particularly na pumupunta dyan sa Duterte Street. There seem to be also forces who actually wishes the former president to stay detained sa loob po ng ICC detention facility until the almost forever gusto nilang mangyari, and it seems that all of our efforts were also negated, or they want to negate all of our efforts para po talaga kasi gusto nilang manatili lang si PRRD dyan sa loob ng ICC detention facility. Nung dumating po sa attention ko, or that when it came to my attention, also to all other people I worked with, I was quite surprised na I really didn't took that into account kasi nga po, mabuti po kasi yung sa puso ko, and I don't think really bad sa mga kababayan ko na pumupunta dyan. I have I have always regarded all of the people who come or probably visit the ICC detention facility are those people who actually share the sentiment na talagang pinaglalaban natin si PRRD hanggang sa dulo, na hanggang po makauwi si PRRD sa Pilipinas. Gusto na nga po natin na mapauwi na si PRRD sa Pilipinas, diba? As soon as possible. Pero po ang hirap po pala ng ganong scenario na kagustuhan natin na talagang si PRRD makauwi, no? Kasi meron ding mga taong ayaw na ayaw din nila mauwi si PRRD sa Pilipinas. Bakit po ba ganon? Simple lang lamang po yan because earlier today I was really thinking na alam naman po natin no, na may final na proposed resolution si Senator Alan Peter Cayetano na magkaroon po ng house arrest na lang sa Pilipinas with respect to the urgent request for interim release si PRRD na mapauwi na po sa Pilipinas. This effort is also shared or has resonated to two other senators, Senators Bato de la Rosa and also Senator Bongo. And I'm pretty sure that as Filipino as they are, this effort is also resonated to all other senators, particularly supporting our former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Mga kababayan, bakit po ganoon? Ganoon po kasi karapat-dapat po talaga na sa PRRD mapauwi sa Pilipinas na sa lalong madaling panahon. Again, taking into account that he is already 80 years old, and at the same time, siya po talaga ay hindi nabigyan ng due process or human rights with respect to his human rights in the manner that he was actually apprehended, he was brought, the rendition, the manner that he was brought to the Netherlands, surrendered to the Netherlands by few individuals is highly questionable po. Again, as already expressed by the lead counsel, Attorney Kaufman, these cases should be brought before the local courts because we have a perfectly functioning judiciary. I have always mentioned this before, no? That the democracy in the Philippines is alive and well. Pakiayos ng sound. Hindi ba naririnig yung sound ko po, mga kababayan? Wait lang. Yung sound ko po, mga kababayan. Wait lang. Okay naman. Okay naman siya. Pasensya na, nawala tuloy ako sa train. So I've always maintained, and it has been actually pronounced or also elaborated by the lead counsel na talagang itong mga cases na ito should be brought before the local courts in the Philippines. Kasi nga po, it was even argued by the defense team with respect doon sa sinumitin nilang reply kasi nga nag-grant. Yes po mga kababayan, nag-grant po yung request or motion ng defense team to file a reply with respect doon sa mga na-raise, 2 puntong na-erase ng Office of the Prosecutor with respect doon sa motion ng to challenge the jurisdiction of ICC over the Philippines. Nag-grant po sila kasi nga po inargue po doon ng defense team natin na hindi po dinisclose ng Office of the Prosecutor in a timely manner yung mga ni-raise nilang concerns, kaya po hindi po na-defend ng mabuti ng defense counsel or ang defense team ni PRRD, si PRRD, kaya nga they have seek to be granted by the court to argue and have a reply over that particular arguments. Ginaran po ng court ng particular chamber, kaya po nagsumite sila. The latest development was July 10, and they were able to also argue there. And in the arguments, they maintained that the president is actually very much happy to face these charges before the local courts. Kasi nga po, even before the pronouncement of the former president were very clear. Sinasabi po niya, I am not afraid to face prosecution as long as this prosecution, or he's being prosecuted by Filipinos and he's tried before the homeland or in the motherland po na talagang mahal na mahal niya ang bansang Pilipinas. So this was also raised before the pretrial chamber, and hopefully this will be taken into consideration, or definitely will be taken into consideration, looked into. I'll be part of the decision-making process of the pretrial chamber with respect doon sa motion na final nila on May 1st, the motion to challenge with respect to jurisdiction, mga kababayan. So, isa po yan sa mga concern ko kasi nga po, yung effort talaga ng defense team ng mga mamamayang Pilipino na pumupunta dyan sa Duterte Street is actually to show the former president that he is well and loved even more than during the time na tumakbo po siya bilang isang pangulo ng Pilipinas, at nanalo po siya with an overwhelming majority back in the days, a mandate given by 16 million Filipinos. So ngayon po, ano po ba ang aking gustong iparating na mensahe? We need to be very vigilant, lalo na po sa mga kababayan natin na pumupunta dyan sa Duterte Street. It seemed to be that it's not only exclusive to those people who wishes to show their support and love to the former president, no? It seemed that also people who wishes ill, who wanted the former president to stay detained inside the ICC detention facility to an extended number of time, or perhaps forever, they wanted the former president to stay there. So we need to be very much vigilant and careful to who are we talking to or who are we dealing with, because it seems that a lot of people also who wishes ill to the former president are within the vicinity where of the place we call safe haven. It is a safe haven it is not a safe haven for nothing. In fact, our efforts have already gained traction and already caught the attention of international community because they also use the same location to protest, to gather peacefully, to express their dissent with respect to whatever injustices they're facing in their respective lands. So mga kababayan, ako po ay naalarma kasi nga the audacity of these people who are against the former president to come in this location at this particular space, safe haven of the supporters of PRRD, and make these gestures who are basically in the contrary of what the area is supposed to embody. This is an embodiment of the supporters of PRRD. I know that we are living in a democracy, but if you want to show dissent, better that you also apply before the local municipality, and again, have your own sphere. You know, we are not even imposing that this some sort of exclusivity only for supporters, but because the democracy is alive and well in the Netherlands, please, out from the kindness of your heart, respect also the people who work so hard to create this safe haven for the supporters who wanted to show their love and support to the former president, 'di ba? Sana naman po bigyan naman po natin ng respeto ang mga taong nagmamahal at talagang nagbibigay ng suporta kay PRRD. Wag naman po sana na pumunta tayo doon at talagang bastusin niyo even the standing of the former president. Alam niyo po ang nature po ng mga taong pumupunta diyan, ang nature po ng mga taong pinapakita ng mga tao pag meron po pumupunta doon. is that ito pong ginagawa, kababayan, kamusta po? Because there's already a presumption that you come there uh, out voluntarily kasi nga you wanted to show your love and support also for to Tatay Digong. Hindi po iniisip ng mga kababayan namin na pag pumunta ka dyan, you are actually the enemy. Hindi po ganoon. Iniisip po namin pumunta ka doon because you wanted na makiisa sa hangarin ng mga Pilipinong nandoon para po ipahiwatig ang pagmamahal at sana po ay mapauwi na si PRRD eh, sa how do I say that in Tagalog? Sa lalong madaling panahon. So sana po, magrespeto naman po tayo. We are not imposing on you. Especially in a democracy, we are never supposed to impose on other people what our disposition convictions in life are. Kaya po, hindi po kami nag-i-impose sa inyo na dapat ganito ang gawin ninyo, hindi po. Sana naman po, gumawa din po kayo ng sarili ninyong safe haven for you to express your dissent to what seemed to be in contrary to the effort of those who support PRRD. But I know for sure na yung mga taong pumupunta doon na iba pala ang mithiin nila, you are only the minority. Ang dami-dami po nagmamahal kay PRRD and you cannot deny the fact that these people exerted so much effort, time, and money para po maipakita nila. In fact, in July 19, in the upcoming event, Free Duterte Now, this coming Saturday, alam ko po na maraming taong pupunta dyan. Bakit po? Kasi po ang pagmamahal kay PRRD hindi po natitinag. In fact, I already made a video expressing my concerns with respect to the police individuals who supposed to implement the peace and safety or security of all people who's by the way exercising their rights to peacefully gather and to protest. These are guaranteed rights under the Constitution of any democratic society. Sinabihan po kami ng pulis, sino po ba dito ang parang contact person? Siyempre, nag-represent, kinunan ako, sinabihan ako ng Alvin, kailangan dito, kausapin mo, kinausap mo naman. Pagkausap ko, sinabihan ko yung pulis, by the way, simulat sa pulpo, doon pa lang po kami in front of the ICC Detention Facility entrance, tinatawag po namin yung Duterte Park. Doong Duterte Park po, we have only been staying there kasi po alam namin na doon po that is a public sphere, it is not owned by any individual. Kaya they were in a quandary. They were in a sort of dilemma. Iniisip nila, ano bang gagawin natin? Totoo naman. They are only exercising their rights. They are in a public sphere. Hindi naman to owned ng nobody. So that's why it took them it took them a long time bago nila inimpose. O pagkatapos doon, nirestrict kami, nilagyan nila ng barricades. But we welcome that development kasi nga, naiisip namin, binigyan na tayo ng barricades ng local government. Inisip na nila na talagang we are only exercising our rights within the realm of the law or within the bounds of the law rather. So iniisip namin, that's a good development. Pagkatapos noon, kumuha kami ng mobile toilet. Pagkatapos noon, kasi that was quite pricey, ang nagpatuloy na even the local government of The Hague provided us those mobile toilets. So it was even more better kasi na-recognize nila na itong grupo na ito ng mga Pilipino, they are peaceful individuals, peaceful loving citizens, peace-loving citizens. I even asked the police who actually provided those mobile toilets. Sinabi it was the local government of the Hague. So we were very thankful because even the local government recognizes that we are just doing our bit as Filipinos and that we are actually within our rights to do that, to peacefully assemble. Pagkatapos po noon, kasi walang limit po ng tao pumupunta doon. Nakikita nyo po, pabugso-bugso yung tao. Papunta sila, galing sa ibang bansa, isang bus, dalawang bus. Basta marami pong pumupunta talaga. Marami, but it's fluctuating in numbers. Sometimes 5 lang, 3, 10, 20, sometimes magiging 100, 200. Kasi kasagsagan pa yun ng sobrang init po talaga ng issue na nandoon pa po sa loob, pinasok po sa ICC Detention Facility si PRRD. So ngayon po, we are already past 4 months time. This is a matter of endurance. This is a matter of consistency. Kaya po ngayon, minimaintain po natin na hindi po talaga nawawala ng Pilipino dyan sa labas ng ICC Detention Facility because we want to echo a voice na kami talaga naloka po. they were really confused to the point that it has been years and years and years, sabi ng mga pulis po ito, it has been years and years and years, perhaps even more than decades talaga, na hindi sila nakakita ng grupo, referring to us, Filipinos, who's been very consistent since the very beginning. Since day one po, talaga sabi nila, grabe talaga yung mga Pilipino, oh. Even those who are also detained inside the ICC detention facility, kasi 6 lang po yung nandyan sa loob eh. 4 from Kosovo, isa from Serbia, at saka si PRRD yung pang-6. With respect to the ICC detainees, sabi po nung isang nagbisita from Kosovo ata, sabi niya it was his uncle and and some of them are related. No, sabi niya, we have never seen a group of supporting a detainee inside the ICC. They have been there for years. Pabalik-balik na daw sila. Pero talagang yung mga Pilipino, yung resolve daw natin to show our unwavering love and support has been very, very consistent. So going back po doon sa ICC, doon pa lang tayo sa Duterte Park, pagkatapos po kasi walang limit, nilimitahan nila ng 50. So ano bang ginawa ng mga Pilipino? Sinabi namin, bakit po 50, ganito, ganyan. And then pagkatapos, sabi nila, hindi kasi kailangan ninyo na mag-limit ng tao kasi nakikita na namin that they wanted us to be gone there. So, 50. Pagkatapos noon, nilagyan na kami ng specific time lang from alas 10 hanggang alas 6 ng hapon. So, we followed. That's why po, nagkaroon ng Duterte Forest. Kasi po, pagkatapos na po ng limit ng alas 6 doon sa Duterte Park, pumupunta na po kami sa Duterte Forest. Ang ginagawa po namin sa Duterte Forest, doon na po kami we continue being there po para po yung aming mga pagtitipon, adikain, ang aming pong minimithi, aming pag-usap or whatnot, ay talagang dire-diretso pa rin. So yun po ang nangyari mga kababayan. So ang nangyari po, pagkatapos doon, kasi consistent pa din kami, sobrang consistent talaga ng mga Pilipino, sinabi na nag-decide na talaga. Kasi ang local government, dito po kasi sa Netherlands, it is very hard to impose guidelines, most especially if what the people are doing are within the bounds of the law. Kaya po, binigyan po kami ng Duterte Street. Yan po ang perfect explanation po. Kasi sinabi nila, we don't know what we want to do. On the one hand, sabi nila, meron daw nagreklamo ng mga local inhabitants within the vicinity where the Duterte Street is located. So sabi ng mga police at saka ng local government, paano ba to? On the one hand, valid siguro yung reklamo ng mga local inhabitants because perhaps they were not prepared that such development will actually occur. So sinabi na, dito, valid pala itong isang grupo na ito, valid din yung grupo ng supporters ni PRRD. Kaya binigyan kami talaga. Meron po itong paper trail lahat. Binigyan kami, okay, you can occupy this area. At first, hindi pa namin in-accept kasi we were thinking, kasi nangyari doon sa Canada na parang may sasakyan, parang run over particular festival or something by the Filipinos na marami din ang nasagasaan na disgrasya at na mayroon din namatay. Natakot kami kasi it is just along the road. Pero nilagyan na nila ng barricades, ganito, ganyan. So we made it our safe haven. We adjusted according to what was given to us because as peace-loving citizen, we were very much lucky even kasi nga binigyan kami ng recognition na valid pala yung ginagawa namin. So for the how many months po ang nangyari na ganito ang nangyari? Wala pong problema until a few days ago. I think it was on a Friday. Pumunta doon ang police. Kasi in the morning, meron nagkuha ng permit galing from a different group because they are protesting about something pertaining to somebody, a personality from their location before the United Nations ata yun, basta mayroong problema. So doon sinabi nila, may mga kababayan tayo doon, si kaibigan sabi, bakit kayo nandito? Isa Pilipino ito. Sinabi, hindi, meron kaming permit, ganito, ganyan. So nakipag-usap naman na meron ding permit yung mga Pilipino, ganito, ganyan. So ang ginawa ngayon, sinabi pa naman ng police, bumalik kasi sa hapon nandun ako, sinabi, the office of the prosecutor or the prosecutors wanted us to check on whether whatever it is that you're doing outside the ICC detention facility are legitimate or are within the bounds of the law, or you're following this and that. So to me, I was under the impression, why would the office of the prosecutor do something like that when they are not the one who actually provided us the rights to gather peacefully there? So naisip ko talaga mga kababayan, there's something wrong here. So I cannot wait to ask this question to Attorney Kaufman for clarity actually, to relay the message. The message of the people who only follow the law, who only follow the rules and guidelines given to us by the very people who actually provided this area. This area is, by the way, given for Filipinos like us para po peacefully gather. But unfortunately, or no, actually fortunately, I should be happy that this development has even echoed or resonated to other nationalities. They saw this place being an effective Filipinos that we are, they saw this place as a safe haven. Ay, diyan, pwede kayo diyan. Kasi nakikita namin na ginagawa pala yan ng mga Pilipino consistently for 4 months or more. Nakikita namin na okay pala. So diyan kayo. Diyan kayo mag-gather. So who knows? Sino pa po ang next, di ba?
At yun nga mga kababayan, anong masasabi niyo sa balitang ito? Maaring ihayag ang inyong opinyon at kuro-kuro sa comment section sa ibaba. Huwag din kalimutang mag-like, mag-subscribe at mag-share sa bidyong ito. Maraming salamat sa panonood.